Good day, everyone. Welcome to TLE Exploratory 7 Commercial Cooking. I'm Mr. Mark Anthony S. Torres, and I will be your online teacher for the day. In cooking, we are not only give importance to the food we cook. Cooking is an activity that needs proper guidance and extra care for the safety of the food we prepare and the safety to ourselves as a cook. Applying health, safety, and security procedures in the workplace is an obligation. Hazards, risk, and their corresponding indicators was identified to minimize or eliminate risk to co-workers, workplace environment, and contingency measures during workplace accident, fire, and other emergencies are recognized and established in accordance with organization's procedures. We control hazards and risks as possible as we could in our workplace. We can control this kind of situation if we follow standards and apply safety practices in our workplace. Effective control protects workers from workplace hazard, health, avoid injuries, illnesses, and incidents, minimize or eliminate safety and health risks, and help employers provide workers with safe and healthful working conditions. In this lesson, you will be able to follow consistently occupational health and safety procedures in controlling hazard and risk in workplace. Understand and deal with workplace accident, fire and emergencies in accordance with organization occupational health and safety policies. Practice correct use of personal protective equipment in accordance with the organization occupational health and safety procedures. Before we start with our lesson, so let me check and determine how much you already know about controlling hazard and risk in the workplace. But before that, so let me ask this question. What is the difference between hazard and risk? Hmm, correct. Hazard is the potential for harm or adverse effect of an employee's health, while risk is likelihood that hazard will cause injury or ill health to anyone at or near a workplace. Since you already know the difference between hazard and risk, so now let us proceed to our next activity. So this activity is entitled jumbled letters. All you have to do in this activity is to solve for a word based on the given jumbled letters. And I will give you only 10 seconds to answer. And after that, I will reveal the correct answer. Are you ready? So if you're ready, so shall we start? Yes, we are ready. So let's start with our item number 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your answer is gloves, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! So let's have the item number 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your answer is mask, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! So let's now proceed to item number 3. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your answer is hairnet, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! Then let's have item number 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your answer is apron, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! Then let's have the last item, item number 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your answer is safety shoes, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! So I hope you've learned and enjoy with our simple activity for today. So now let us proceed with our discussion. Let's now move on to understanding hazard and risk. So there are different hazards that we can encounter in our workplace. So some of these hazards are the water in our workplace also, and also the different cooking activities that we are doing. And there are possible risks that we can encounter also with these different kinds of hazards. So, what are the risks if we encounter water as a hazard? So, possible using or drinking water from an unsafe source of container. And for the workplace, of course, while we are working, wet floor. And for the cooking activity, so if you are not wearing proper personal protective equipment, so you might be in danger. Remember the following to avoid risk. First one, use caution when working around hot oil. Second one, get trained in the proper use and maintenance of your deep fryer. Observe all safety procedures and wear all protective equipment provided for your use while working with hot items. The third one, use gloves and scrapers and other cleaning tools with handles provided by your employer. Fourth one, use correct grease level and cooking temperatures for your deep fryer. The fifth one, keep stove surfaces to clean and prevent grease flare-ups. Avoid reaching over or climbing on top of fryers and hot surfaces. Clean vents when oil is cool. Sixth one, keep floor surfaces clean and dry to prevent slipping or falling onto hot surfaces. Wear slip-resistant shoes. Floor should be cleaned often with grease-cutting solutions. Next one, do not work closely to hot fryers when the floor is wet. Next one, do not spill water or ice into oil. Do not store employee drinks by deep fryers. They could be easily bumped into the hot oil and cause a flare up. Next, do not overfill or pour excessive amount of frozen fries into deep fryer at one time. Overfilling causes excessive splashing and bubbling over of a hot oil. Next, do not pour excess ice from fry packages into a fryer. Do not move or strain hot oil containers. Wait until the oil is cool. And the next one, do not store oil on floors by grill area. Some could slip and fall into the oil. Then, extinguish hot oil grease fires by using a Class K fire extinguisher. I hope you understand our lesson for today. For me to identify or determine whether you already understand our lesson, I prepared a simple activity. So this activity is a true or false. So all you have to do is to analyze the different statement that I'm going to mention. Then if the statement is true, then your answer must be true. And then if the statement is false, then your answer must be false. Are you ready? So if you are ready, then let's have the item number 1. Observe all safety procedures and wear all protective equipment provided for your use while dealing with hot items. Again, observe all safety procedures and wear all protective equipment provided for your use while dealing with hot items. So now, what is your answer? Okay? If your answer is true, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! So now let's proceed to item number 2. Get trained in the proper use and maintenance of your deep fryer. Again, get trained in the proper use and maintenance of your deep fryer. What is your answer? What is your answer again? Okay, if your answer is true, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! Next, number 3. Item number 3. Work closely to hot fryers when the floor is wet. Again, work closely to hot fryers when the floor is wet. Now, what is your answer? If your answer is false, then you've got the correct answer. Very good. Are you happy? So we only have 2 remaining items. Let's proceed to item number 4. Develop plans with measures to protect workers during emergencies and non-routine activities. Again, develop plans with measures to protect workers during emergencies and non-routine activities. What is your answer? Do you think you've got the correct answer? If your answer is true, then therefore you've got the correct answer. And now let's move on to the last item. Item number 5. Identify and evaluate options for controlling hazards using a hierarchy of control. Again, identify and evaluate options for controlling hazard using a hierarchy of control. What is your answer? If your answer is true, then you've got the correct answer. Good job! I hope you've learned and enjoyed our activity for today. So now, let's move on to our next activity. Let us now test how much you have learned by doing the activity. This activity is identifying risk and solution. Complete this table by identifying different risk and possible solution with the different hazards given in this table. Write your answer on a short bond paper. Do not forget to write your name and your section and submit it to your teacher. So now let us move on to our last activity. So this activity is all about your reflection. All you have to do is to recall the activities you have done and reflect on it by answering the different opening statements here. I learned that, I realized that, and I plan to. Write your answer on a short bond paper. Do not forget to write your name and section and submit it to your teacher. I hope you've learned something from our discussion for today. That would be all. Again, I'm Mr. Mark Anthony Estores, your online teacher. Goodbye. See you next time.